If this is your first cruise, let me guess. You're excited, but you're also thinking, what if I mess this up? What if I look like a total rookie? What if everyone else knows exactly what they're doing and I'm just wandering around confused? Good news. Cruises are literally designed so you don't mess them up. They're built from the ground up for people who've never set foot on a ship before. And in the next 15 minutes, I'll prove why your first cruise might end up being your favorite vacation ever. Not just a good trip, your absolute favorite. Let's go. First-time cruisers all worry about the same things. Getting lost on a ship with 15 decks and what feels like 1,000 hallways. Feeling awkward or out of place among people who seem to know all the insider secrets. Missing something important because you didn't read the fine print in that 60-page cruise document. Not doing it right. Whatever that even means. Overpacking, underpacking, booking. The wrong excursions. Sound familiar? Here's the twist. None of that actually matters on a cruise. Not even a little bit. Stay with me, because once you understand how cruises actually work, once you get the real insider perspective, all that stress, it completely disappears. Cruises are what I call easy mode vacations. They're vacations with training wheels. Except the training wheels actually make the experience better, not worse. You don't plan meals. They're already there. Multiple options whenever you want them. You don't drive anywhere. The ship does that while you sleep. You don't even need to know what day it is. Seriously, I've met people on day 5 who thought it was Tuesday when it was actually Thursday. Didn't matter one bit. Everything is labeled. Everything is guided. Everything is designed to be intuitive. And crew members, they genuinely want to help you. It's not just their job. They take pride in making your experience incredible. Think about it. Hotels want you to check in and disappear. They hope you don't call the front desk. Cruises are the complete opposite. Cruises want you to enjoy yourself so much you come back. And you tell your friends. And those friends come too. If this is your first cruise, guess what? You're the target audience. You're exactly who they designed this experience for. The entire operation is built around making you comfortable, even if you have no idea what you're doing. So let's tackle those fears one by one, because I promise you they're all solvable. Fear number 1, getting lost. Cruise ships look massive, online, overwhelming, like some kind of floating labyrinth where you'll need GPS just to find your room. You see those aerial shots of these enormous vessels and think, how will I ever figure this out? But here's the reality on board. They're shockingly simple. Deck numbers, just like floors in a building. Clear signs everywhere pointing you exactly where you need to go. Maps at every single elevator bank. Color-coded sections on newer ships. Most ships, they're designed in a loop or a simple grid pattern. Walk forward long enough, you end up where you started. It's basically impossible to actually get lost. You might get temporarily confused, but that's different. And here's the truth bomb nobody tells you. You can wander aimlessly and still win. There's no such thing as being lost when everywhere you end up is interesting. Why? Because wandering leads to discovering a quiet bar on Deck 12 with incredible sunset views that you never would have found otherwise. Or stumbling into live music you didn't know was happening. Or finding an amazing dessert station. Or a peaceful reading nook. Because there is always something good within a 2-minute walk. Getting lost on a cruise ship? That's just exploring with extra steps. It's accidental adventure. Some of my best cruise memories happened because I took a wrong turn. And if you're truly turned around, every single crew member will help you. That's literally their job. They know that ship better than they know their own homes. And they're good at it. Really good. They'll walk you there if needed. Fear number 2, not fitting in. Maybe you're worried everyone else will be seasoned cruisers, who know all the secret tricks. The people who smuggle on bottles of wine, who know which deck has the best cell service, who've memorized the loyalty program benefits, or that you'll stick out as the newbie, the person, asking basic questions that everyone else already knows the answers to. Let me destroy this fear right now. Cruises are not exclusive clubs. They're not country clubs on water. They're floating cities filled with first-timers, nervous planners, families who just want their kids entertained for a week, retirees who just want to relax, and people who just want to sit by the pool and read a book without anyone bothering them. There are couples on their honeymoon experiencing everything with fresh eyes. retirees celebrating their 50th anniversary, solo travelers finding themselves or just taking a break from regular life, friend groups reconnecting. And here's the thing, nobody is judging you. Nobody is watching you. Nobody is keeping score. Everyone is too busy enjoying themselves. You know that feeling when you're at the airport and you're convinced everyone's staring at you, but then you realize everyone's just staring at their own phone, worried about their own stuff? That's a cruise ship. Except everyone's happier because they're on vacation. The anxiety is gone. People are in a good mood. You fit in by simply being there. That's it. That's the only requirement. You paid for a ticket, you showed up. Congratulations! You belong there just as much as anyone else. Here's something cruise veterans won't tell you, because they've honestly forgotten what it's like. First-time cruisers enjoy cruises more. Way more. I'm serious. Why? Because everything feels magical when you've never experienced it before. Veterans compare ships. They compare itineraries. They compare dining rooms and entertainment quality and cabin layouts. They're optimizing and analyzing. You get to experience it completely fresh. That first sail-away party when the ship pulls away from port and everyone's up on deck cheering and waving and the music's playing. That hits different when it's your first time. That first morning when you wake up, pull back the curtains, and realize the ocean is right there outside your window, stretching to infinity. You'll remember that forever. That moment when you're walking the deck at night and you realize you can't see land in any direction. Just stars above and dark water below and you're moving through it. That sense of being untethered from everything, you never forget those moments. Experienced cruisers spend the whole trip optimizing their schedule and hunting for the best deals and comparing the ship to the last one. You get to just feel it. Just experience it without all that mental baggage. That's not a disadvantage. That's a gift. That's something veterans would pay extra money to experience again if they could. So, if you're nervous because this is your first time, flip that script right now. You're about to have experiences that veterans desperately wish they could feel, again for the first time. Fear number 3, doing it wrong. What if you miss a show you booked? What if you go to the wrong dining room at the wrong time? What if you don't tip correctly and accidentally offend someone? What if you wear jeans to a formal night? What if you book a port excursion and it's terrible? What if you sleep through your alarm and miss a port entirely? Here's the secret. Cruises are incredibly forgiving. They're designed with flexibility built in. Missed a show? There's another performance tomorrow night. Or there's a completely different show that's just as good. Or there's live music somewhere. Or a movie under the stars. Didn't like the main dining room? Hit the buffet. Or the pizza place. Or the specialty restaurant. Or the 24-hour cafe. Or room service. You have options upon options. Wore the wrong thing to dinner? Nobody cares. Seriously, I've seen people in tuxedos sitting at tables right next to people in t-shirts and shorts. Everyone's happy. The dress codes are suggestions, not laws. Didn't make it to that port excursion? Stay on the ship. It's actually peaceful and amazing when half the passengers are gone. You'll have the pool to yourself. Shorter lines everywhere. It's like a secret bonus day. Cruises aren't tests you can fail. They're choose your own adventure. Vacations where every choice leads somewhere good. There's no wrong move, only adjusting and discovering what you actually enjoy. The only mistake first-time cruisers make? Stressing about perfection, trying to do everything right according to some imaginary rulebook. Your cruise doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. Authentic to what you actually want, not what you think you're supposed to want. Let's talk about information overload, because this is a big one. The app, the daily schedule, the constant notifications, yeah, it looks overwhelming. Genuinely overwhelming. Trivia at 10. Pool games at 11. Cooking demonstration at noon. Art auction at 1. Dance class at 2. Afternoon tea at 3. Cocktail hour at 5. Your brain's screaming, I can't do all this. I'm going to miss something important. Correct. You can't do it all. And you're not supposed to. That's not a design flaw. That's intentional. They offer tons of options so everyone finds something they like. Here's the cheat code that experienced cruisers use. Pick one must-do thing per day. Just one. One show you really want to see. One activity that genuinely interests you. One dinner reservation you're excited about. Everything else? Completely optional. Bonus content if you feel like it. You're not on a cruise to complete a checklist, or maximize your value, or see how many activities you can squeeze in. You're there to remove decisions from your life for a week. That's the whole point. That's the luxury. No figuring out where to eat 3 times a day. No Googling things to do. No planning transportation or parking. No coordinating schedules. That's freedom. Real actual freedom. So when you see that packed daily schedule with 30 different things happening, don't panic. Don't try to build the perfect itinerary. Circle one thing that sounds fun. Then let the rest of your day just unfold naturally. See what you stumble into. Follow your energy. If you feel like doing something, do it. If you feel like doing nothing, do nothing. That's how you win at cruising. Want to know what experienced cruisers regret most about their first cruise? I asked dozens of them this exact question. Almost everyone says the same thing. I wish I had slowed down. They tried to see everything, do everything, eat at every restaurant, go to every show, book excursions at every port. They treated it like a race or a challenge. And they got home exhausted, more tired than when they left. That's not a vacation. That's just tourism with extra steps. So do yourself a massive favor right now. Before you even board, give yourself permission to skip something, to miss something, to choose rest over activity. Give yourself permission to sit in that deck chair longer than feels productive, to stay at breakfast an extra hour just talking, to take a nap in the afternoon for no reason. Give yourself permission to do nothing without guilt. That's the hardest part for most people. You know what's wild? On a regular vacation, a road trip, a city tour, whatever, doing nothing feels like wasting money. You're paying for the hotel, you should be out seeing things. But on a cruise, doing nothing is the vacation. That's what you paid for. The ability to just exist peacefully while someone else handles everything. Sitting on your balcony with coffee at sunrise, watching the ocean change colors. That's not wasting time. That's not being lazy. That's the whole point. That's the experience. The ship is moving. The ocean is there. You're being taken care of. You don't have to do anything. That's how cruises work best. Not by cramming in activities, not by optimizing every hour, but by finally, truly exhaling. By letting go of the need to be productive or efficient or maximize value. There's a moment on every first cruise. It happens at different times for different people. Some people it hits on day 1. For others, it's day 3 or 4. But it happens to everyone. It's the moment when you're standing on the deck. Maybe it's evening, maybe it's early morning, and you realize, I don't have to be anywhere right now. Not in 10 minutes, not in an hour, not tomorrow morning. There's nothing on my calendar that I'll get in trouble for missing. You're not checking your work email. You're not planning the next stop on a road trip. You're not worrying about traffic or reservations or whether you remembered to lock the door at home or what's for dinner. All of that is just gone. You're just there, on a ship, in the middle of the ocean, moving towards somewhere new, and everything is completely taken care of. That's the moment the nerves disappear. That's when cruising clicks. That's when you understand why people keep coming back, why some people cruise 3 or 4 times a year, why it becomes almost addictive for some folks. It's not about the ship, or the food, or the entertainment. Those are nice, but that's not it. It's about that feeling. The feeling of being completely, totally, utterly off the hook. Free from responsibility, free from decisions, free from the mental load of everyday life. And once you feel it, you'll get it. You'll understand why first-time cruisers become lifetime cruisers. Why people count down the days until their next sailing. It's not about the destination. It's about that feeling of floating free. So here's the truth. Your first cruise won't be perfect. It can't be. You'll probably forget to pack something. Sunscreen, or a phone charger, or those nice shoes you meant to bring. You might sleep through an alarm. You'll definitely get lost at least once, probably multiple times. You might book an excursion that ends up being boring. You might choose the wrong entree at dinner. And you know what? It'll still be better than you imagined. Way better. Because cruises aren't about perfection. They're about letting go of the need for perfection. They're about experiencing something new without the pressure of getting it all right. If this is your first cruise, comment "first cruise" below so I know you're out there. I want to hear from you. And if you've cruised before, do the new people a favor. Drop one tip you wish you knew before your first trip. Just one thing that would have made it even better. Help the newbies out. Share the knowledge. You're ready for this. Way more ready than you think. You don't need to study. You don't need to become an expert. You just need to show up and be open to the experience. So go, book it, board it, let yourself feel that first sail away, and enjoy the ride. You're gonna love this. I promise you, you're gonna absolutely love this.